Unlocking India. The government of India came up with a recent circular on 30th of May regarding the lockdown 5. But this raised question in the minds of citizens of India as to what do we call it to be? Should we call it to be lockdown 5 or unlock 1? So let's decode the mystery behind it. We start with the headlines that were made by lockdown 5. Lockdown is extended till 30th of June in containment areas. Yes, so gone are the days of red zone, green zone and orange zone created by lockdown 3. Now we have only two types of zone, that is a containment zone and a non-containment zone. So in a containment zone, the lockdown is extended till 30th of June. Activities outside the containment zone will resume in a phased manner from 1st of June. And what are the phases to it? What will be open in each one of the phase? Well, we'll see it in the next part of the video. What is something that is common to both the containment zone as well as the non-containment zone? International air travel, school, gym, cinema halls continue to remain shut in both the zones. Well, night curfew, the timing is changed to 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Interstate movement without the e-permit is allowed. Yes, this is the major revolution of lockdown 5. Since the major problem which we have seen with the earlier lockdown was faced with the interstate movement of people. The migrant workers who wanted to move from their working state to their home state faced a problem with the smooth transition from one state to the other. This problem seems to be resolved with interstate movement without the e-permit. And also cross land border trade of goods and cargo is allowed. So these are certain highlights which were made by lockdown 5. Now as I had told you, we will be opening up non-containment zone in a phased manner. Now what are the phases in which the areas in the non-containment zone will be open? Now let's see to it. We divided into three phases: unlock 1, unlock 2 and unlock 3. So let's start with unlock 1. Now unlock 1 includes all the places which are permitted to be opened from June of 8 in the non-containment zone. So which are the places that are being included in this? We start from religious places. It includes restaurant and eateries, shopping malls and everything related to hospitality services. So according to the circular issued by the government of India, unlock 1, that is a phase 1 of unlock, includes opening up of these places in the non-containment zone. But there are certain conditions to it. It should be governed by the social distancing norms and the regulatory measures which are given by the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So you are not free to do everything you want to. It will be governed by the norms according to the government of India. From unlock 1, let's move on to unlock 2, which is the phase 2 of opening. Places that are expected to be opening from July. So from June 8, it is unlock 1, and from first week of July, these are the places that we can expect to be opening. And starting up with first, schools and colleges, training institute and coaching institute. Okay, so if you are a student, unlock 2 will bring a good news for you. Okay, because it includes all the places which are of your interest. But the decision for opening up of educational institute will be taken in July after consulting with state, union territories and stakeholders in the education industry. So central government will speak to the stakeholders in the education industry, which are your owners of coaching institute, your teachers. In consultation with them and state and union territories, an informed decision for opening of the educational institute will be taken in the first week of July. So that is the condition which is given to unlock 2. But for the first time we have a definite guideline to reopen the educational institute. Okay, and that's a positive side to unlock 2. From unlock 2, let's move on to unlock 3. Dates for unlock 3 will be decided after assessing the COVID situation. So you have a date for unlock 1, you have a definite date for unlock 2, but we don't have any date for unlock 3. The dates for unlock 3 will be decided after assessing the situation which is in hand. But what are the things which are expected to be opened in unlock 3? Well, starting from regular international air travel, movie theaters, pubs and bars, swimming pools and gyms, metro rail services, and amusement parks. All these places are expected to be opening in the phase 3 of unlock, but we don't know what will be the date for unlock 3. Well, we have been talking about containment zone a lot. Lockdown 5 is implemented only in the containment zone. But what actually is this containment zone? Well, Lockdown 3 defined areas into 3 zones. First, red zone, then orange zone, and the green zone. These zones were separated by the means of the extent of virus spread. So red zone and the orange zone were the zones where the virus spread was more. And inside the red zone and the orange zone, you had containment zone where the virus spread was severe. So that is your containment zone. What is actually available in this zone? Only essential services like groceries, bakeries, pharmacies, and vegetable vendors will be available here. Since the lockdown is implemented till 30th of June in the containment zone, and only essential services will be allowed. Now, to give you an idea, Mumbai itself has somewhere around 763 containment zone, and Delhi has 122 containment zone. So this should give you an idea about the extent of virus spread in India. Well, now what is so special about this lockdown? There is a change in the approach. Now there is an end to top to bottom approach. No longer central government controls everything. So now state government can take their decisions to extend lockdowns. Yes, so now the veto for extending the lockdowns is given to the state government. The guidelines can be taken from the central government. So central and state government together will decide on the curbs to be lifted. State union territories may prohibit certain activities outside the containment zone. Let's see how has each of the state responded to the circular which was issued by the central government. Now Maharashtra government has set up his new lockdown guidelines. The state which is worst affected because of this crisis starts with a new set of guideline. It is called as Mission Begin Again. And what is that now? Allowed all markets, market areas and shops except for malls to function from June 5th on odd even basis. Okay, so that's the first guideline. All government offices will work with 15% employee strength. Start activities related to self-employed people like plumbers, electricians, pest controls and technicians, but with a social distancing norm and usage of masks and sanitation. And all private offices can operate with 10% strength. So they are giving the scope for offices to open with at least a 10 to 15% employee strength. Now what does West Bengal has for this? West Bengal has its own set of guidelines, which is lockdown extended till 30th of June, just like central government. Extension only in the containment zone, yes, going according to the central government. 70% workforce for government offices with rotational shift. So when Maharashtra says 15%, West Bengal says 70%. Intrastate movement of private and government buses to resume. Mask and gloves made mandatory for passengers. And 100% workforce for private offices. So 70 and 100% is what is West Bengal's approach for this recent circular. TV and cinema production to be resumed with a 35% unit cap from 1st of June. Religious place to open but with a limit of only 10 visitors. Shopping malls, restaurants and hotels to start from 8th of June, just like what central government said. From West Bengal we move on to Rajasthan, and let's see what Rajasthan has with its guideline. All government and private offices to start from 1st of June. Prohibitions on opening of religious places, hotels and malls in the next phase of lockdown. So Rajasthan has its own set of guidelines when it comes to religious places, hotels and malls. Private and commercial vehicles can carry passengers at full capacity. No restriction on interstate and intrastate movement of goods and people. And what does Haryana see? Haryana see a positive side of Unlock 1. As industries open, 65,000 Haryana migrants drop plan to go to home. And what is up to with Punjab? Well, all restriction to be in line with center's guideline. Now let us understand the crisis that the world is facing right now. In the world, there are somewhere around 73 lakhs plus confirmed cases of COVID-19 that are being observed. And this includes 4,16,000 plus people who have lost their lives because of coronavirus. On the positive side, 34 lakhs people have recovered after being tested as corona positive. And still, there are somewhere around 34 lakh active cases that are being going on. And to give you a further idea, there were somewhere around 1,25,000 people who are every day getting affected because of this virus. So the per day increase in the number of cases is somewhere around 1,25,000 when it comes to world tally. Now from world, let's move on to India and understand the situation of this crisis in India. In India, the total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 that are being observed are 2,87,000 plus. And people who have lost their life because of this are somewhere around 8,000 plus. On the positive side, 1,41,000 plus people have recovered from this. But still, there are 1,37,000 plus active cases that are being going on. And to understand this further, every day somewhere around 9,900 or say approximately 10,000 cases have been increasing per day, and that's a reason of concern to this. From India, let us understand what are the states in India that are being worst affected because of this crisis. So this is a tally respect to the states. Maharashtra, that is being worst affected, has somewhere around 94,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19. The deaths that have occurred because of this are somewhere around 3,400. Recovered patients are 44,500 and a per day increase that we see is 2,250. So in India, out of 10,000 cases that we see, 2,250 come from only Maharashtra. After Maharashtra comes Tamil Nadu with a confirmed cases of 36,800, deaths 326, recovered are 19,300 and per day increase is somewhere around 1,900. Delhi has seen a confirmed cases of 32,810, deaths somewhere around 984, recovered 12,200 and per day increase that you can see is somewhere around 1,500. Gujarat 21,521, deaths 1,300 plus, recovered 14,000 and per day increase is somewhere around 500 patients per day. UP and Rajasthan have a close tally. They both have a confirmed cases of somewhere around 11,600, deaths are close to 300 and 320. Recovered patient are 8,000 in UP and somewhere around 6,800 in Rajasthan. Per day increase is in the range of 275 to 300 between these two states. So that is a state tally when it comes to India. What does government of India expects from its citizens? How do we come out of this difficult situation that the world and the country is facing? First thing, faces to be covered at all times in public spaces to avoid the spread of contagious coronavirus. Then use of Arogya Setu app while traveling and visiting certain public places to know and be aware of your safety. Then work from home as much as possible. No public gathering for any event or religious ceremonies. Social distancing should be followed as much as possible. And screening and hygiene, which includes use of sanitizers, masks and protective gears which are required to stop the spread of contagious coronavirus. In the end, thank you. Stay home, stay safe.